tune or something.
Theme tune. Sure. So we just felt to make a little video together. This is our last night, our last evening, our last few hours as Toby and Ronja. This is it. We've been through the most beautiful, loving, conscious separation or divorce. We got married earlier in the year.
Been together for 1.5 years, and 8 months after getting married, we're now completing our marriage. And today we've spent walking and cuddling and sharing and having some nice food. And a couple of hours ago we had the kind of completion ritual of
well, we re-gave our wedding rings with new wishes instead of promises this time. Wishes for love and for freedom. And a wish for each other to be open to the care that we still feel.
So when we got married, the promise or the vow was to love and to hold and to cherish each other for all our days. And now in a new way that's still here. Just without this twosome and without with a lot more freedom. And I said to Toby that in a way our wedding ceremony was kind of a ritual for becoming one, and now this completion ceremony to become whole again. And I feel the openness of that.
Yeah. I think the lines I was hoping to pour out for this was something like, we're still totally and very deeply connected.
Yeah.
But the container for that connection is different now. We're not going to be in a relationship anymore, but I still love this woman very much.
And I still love this man very much.
Yeah.
And people have been asking us, like, how could this happen? Because our love was so epic. And we thought that we would be together forever and ever, but
it's still so epic. But
it
just doesn't.
It's kind of more epic in a way, but
it doesn't work as a romantic, in a romantic form anymore.
No.
And I have so much epic love and care for you as a being.
Yes.
And that's unlikely to change because you're awesome.
You're awesome too.
And we'll always be so connected because of how deeply we said yes to one another.
Yeah, and still do.
And how deeply we said yes to every experience, including separation. And it's been painful. But the real theme of this for both of us is to stay true to the place in us where this isn't a problem. It hurts, but it's not a problem. Would you agree?
Yes. and I've noticed now, and I wrote something on Facebook the other day about this as well, is that I've noticed that, well, first of all, there is a place, because I've been crying for 2.5 weeks now. there is a place to feel everything. There's a place to let the emotions flow, and yeah, you can see I'm still crying, but there is a place to let the emotions flow and to feel everything fully, to not be afraid, because yeah, it's brought up a lot of fear and emotions for me, and then there comes a point where it's been cried and it's been felt and it's been breathed and expressed and screamed and everything, and where I noticed that it started to become like a spiral of just getting completely stuck in that part and in that story.
In the indulgence.
In the indulgence in the story, and in the this should not be happening, I can't believe this is happening, etc. And then Toby, yeah, I realized some things, and Toby also guided me into this place where it's just where we can simply choose how to feel. Because that story of the broken heart is a story that, when indulged in, can potentially go on forever. And actually, when we look at just what's happening and the love that is still here, there is no problem. It's just a bit discombobulating for the mind and confusing for the brain and the conventions and everything. But we recognize that with Toby first, and I've started to see it in the last few days, that actually for us to stay connected and loving and caring, but not as romantic partners, is actually just because of our dynamic and things. It's actually better for us to be loving friends and not husband and wife, or even lovers necessarily, just allow and care for each other and be there for each other, but live our lives freely and be open for the next part of the adventure. And both of us have probably learned almost more in the last 3 weeks than through the whole time together. It's been amazing. So it's accelerated everything so much.
Yeah. Yeah, the last 3 weeks have been putting everything I know into practice. And when we put something into practice, everything in us gets it. The body learns and the heart learns more than thought can ever do. And it's been so important.
So thank you for teaching me.
Yeah.
So Toby's leaving tomorrow morning. I'm going to France on Monday and 2 days after. And we have no idea.
Yeah.
Surrendering to the unknown, surrendering to life, trusting the perfection of the adventure and how things unfold.
Yeah. And for me, trusting in the love that I feel. The love doesn't go anywhere because the focus it was on in a relationship has changed. I feel more loving than ever today. And the more I find Ronja mirroring that, the more we find that we're both loving more than ever. And that's the biggest surprise through this. I never thought a relationship could end like this.
But it's also, to come to this point, it's also brought up everything.
Yeah.
Like all of the stuff that for me especially, that I haven't had to look at for the whole time, because we had the complete guarantee and safety of the marriage, which was perfectly comfortable. But fuck, it's brought up so much, and I'm not gonna tell you the whole story, but it's yeah, it's the willingness to feel everything and then come back to clarity and the love and the openness that is here now.
Yeah, to let the small things and the broken things be, feel and pass, and to return to what is actually always here and has been here throughout the relationship. And that's the love.
Yes.
I love you. Thank you. And thank you all for your support if you're watching this.
Thank you.
Yeah. never did.